Hello and welcome back to the Dacia campaign. We have already gathered 19 regions for ourselves, and yeah, we are spread a little bit thin. We may or may not be at war with 7 different factions right now, but that's just how it goes. We are currently preparing for a final standoff with the Macedonians with Desineu. He's pulled together a pretty big army. It's not the best quality troops, but it's good. It's a strong army. Should be more than enough to knock out the final 2 cities of the Macedonians. In Asia Minor, our faction leader Vezina is preparing to continue fighting off the endless, massive armies of Pontus. All of them have a ton of scythe chariots. They're pretty horrifying. But yeah, he's about to probably pick up Sardis, maybe take out Captain Eupator and Nicomedia. He's going to try to start pushing back a little bit against them so they can slow down their troop production and leave us alone a little bit. Captain Zyraxes is besieging Chersonesos, and up by Campus Sarmatii, Skylurus has taken another Scythian town, and we need to decide what we want to do with Skylurus and the Scythians, because there is an argument for continuing to take all of these settlements, go up to take Parthian cities, go down here and pick up other Scythian cities, but at some point, we're kind of losing money on this endeavor. So in order to kind of prove my point, let's take a look at Campus Sarmatii. Let's take a look at how much income it's generating for us. And this is with a population of 3,740, which is probably going to be one of the bigger cities in this region. If you add up the income from the various sources for Campus Sarmatii and you deduct out the corruption and devastation that we're paying here, we're only generating a profit of 455 before paying garrison for any troops. So with just 3 units of peasants, which is probably what we're going to need to hold down Campus Sarmatii, we're going to be making maybe 155 denarii per turn if we disband this unit of Barbarian Noble Cavalry. We are paying about 910 upkeep for the units in Skylurus' army, excluding his own salary. So we're paying a lot of money to hold on to Campus Sarmatii right now. And if we continue to take these settlements, yes, we could knock out the Scythian capital, Campus Alani, but then that still wouldn't knock the Scythians out of the game because they also have Fraspa. We know that because it says at war. We're not at war with the Armenians or the Parthians, so we know that that is also a Scythian settlement still. And if we go down and pick up Fraspa, then we will probably be at war with Armenia and Parthia, and then this war will never end. So for now, I think we should stop pushing towards Scythia, and we should leave them alone and reassign Skylurus to move towards Germany. See if we can go pick up Wikoswenedai over here, which is at least more centrally located, closer to my main empire, and maybe just pick up these settlements up here, so we can start pushing towards Europe. As much as I would love to go straight to the corner of the world right now, I just think I don't have the financial means to sustain that while fighting on every other front as well. And while we are currently at peace with Germania, I don't think that will be the case for long. We border them in so many places now that it's just a matter of time before one of their units wanders down and tries to pick up a Quincum or Campus Yazigis. And it looks like they're under siege at their capital right now. I'm not sure what's going on there, but maybe they're being attacked by the Gauls. That's the most likely option. But yeah, all of that being said, let's send Skylurus in this direction, start picking up more important settlements that are a little more centralized to our empire. In northern Italy, Zalmoxis is facing up against Windex, and Windex has a much bigger army, but it looks like it's mostly going to be warband. We don't know that for certain because we can't really see most of the units. But I think we can handle this. We just don't have that many solid heavy infantry, which is kind of concerning. So we have to be careful in this battle. We got to make sure we do not lose this battle to Windex. But Zalmoxis is pretty good. We have this unit of archers hanging out near a river crossing to Sugestica, but I don't think we could go the south path because Captain Cogitibnus is hanging out over here. He's got a pretty decent sized army, so I don't want to risk losing this unit of archer warband. Let's move north. And if we get attacked by this rebel army, we should be able to take it. It's just some peasants and one more unit. And a unit of archer warband would probably win that. And we're going to try and reunite this unit with Segestica. Also in Macedonia, we have Duras and Ion and Particua bringing all of their forces together to get on this boat to send over to Italy to reinforce against the counterattack of the Romans. Currently, Marcus Julius, Captain Caius, Captain Herrenius, Captain Gnaeus, Captain Manius, they're all pulling together armies to retake Tarentum and Croton. We're probably going to temporarily lose Tarentum at least, but we're just bringing reinforcements, seeing how long we can hold on, and hopefully we don't lose all of these generals and these cities. Currently, Tarentum is rioting, but it's at 70% public order. We have a unit of barbarian noble cavalry queued and some peasants on the way, so we should be okay in public order for Tarentum. Let's check on public order for Campus Sarmatiae. We may need to queue a few more peasants. We just need to get to 70%. Honestly, we probably don't even need to get all the way to 70% because once this unit of peasants come in, it will increase our public order. But just to be on the safe side, 65%, that's better. So next turn, Campus Sarmatiae should not be rioting. We don't want to lose any population there. Tarentum should be okay. I think we're doing all right on public order. There's nothing else to do this turn because we did finish the turn last part. So let's go ahead and get started with this part. And oh my goodness, lots of places we are besieged. This is going to be a lot. Okay, this is the easiest one to deal with. Larissa is besieged by Captain Arcesilos. Just some basic light lancers, some militia hoplites. We have a huge army here, so we'll be able to chase him away this turn. We're also besieged at Pergamum by Captain Eupator. We'll be able to chase him off. I just hope we don't get unlucky with the scythe chariots. We definitely need to get some militia hoplites sent over from Greece because we cannot keep fighting these armies with chariots without hoplites. Yeah, this is going to be hard. We'll have to chase off Captain Eupator. And then we are besieged at Tarentum. Luckily, we're besieged by this Captain Herrenius, this Scipii army without a general. Marcus Julius is not currently besieging us. He'll get pulled into a battle that involves Tarentum. But as long as we don't start the battle yet, we won't have to deal with Marcus Julius and the morale bonus of him being a general. He's not that good. He only has 1 command star, but still, we would rather not have to deal with an army with a general. I'm going to have Skyles just hang out in the woods here. We don't need him to get involved just yet. We will go ahead and purchase Samnite mercenaries because we're going to need all of the strength we can get in this army. And let's see if we can bring over the reinforcements from Greece. So Ion and Duras, can you all fit on this ship? Perfect, that's a good army. And we can reach Italy. Let's go ahead and get into this dock, drop the troops off, and they'll be able to assist with Tarentum soon. We could merge together these armies. Can they merge together? So we have 7 units in Skyles the Conqueror's army, and we have 3 spots here. So let's find the 4 weakest units, and we'll pull them out. Why don't we merge together these Falksmen, and let's merge together these hoplites. We will take these units out and join in Skyles, and this is a scary army. All these generals together. It's not really an effective use of my leadership, but we'll need all the heavy cavalry to break these Roman armies, so I'm glad we're committing them to this front. It's very important for us. Let's go through our announcements. Tarentum, we know about that. Larissa, we know about that. And Pergamum, we know about that. We profited 623 denarii that turn, which is pretty impressive because we spend a lot on recruiting troops. Let's go up to Campus Sarmatiae and cancel all these peasants we were training. Is public order good? Yes. So population's back up to normal, and that will help out a good amount with our financial situation. Yeah, we're projected to profit 6,600 denarii next turn before we purchase any upgrades for any of our cities, so that's pretty good. While we're up here, let's send Skylurus a little closer to his destination. Just start running across the steppe. Oh, I miss my Scythian mercenaries. We might purchase some Sarmatians at some point because this army is pretty flimsy. It would be good to have some heavy cavalry, but we'll wait a bit. We don't need to be paying their upkeep for all these turns of just walking across this massive plain. So maybe right before we pass over the border, we'll purchase those Sarmatian mercenaries. Salona has grown, which is very good. It's finally going up to a minor city. We'll be able to get good infrastructure, get some good troops coming out of Salona. That'll be really useful. We are the strongest faction. Our armies shake the earth when they march. Our faction's might is unmatched in all the world. That's good to know. Yeah, we just beat out the Scipii. For some reason, they just took a massive amount of damage. They went down from 240,000 to about 200,000, maybe 210,000. I'm not sure what this is measuring, but like military might. So they must have just taken a really bad loss somewhere. But it's interesting to look at the rankings. Let's go through them all. So we're first in the world in military, first in the world in overall. Population, we're second because Egypt is just enormous as always. They have the Nile River population boost, so they're over 160,000 population. We're at about 130,000. Financial ranking, we are one of the worst in the world actually, because we do keep spending all of our money. And shockingly, Pontus has a ton of money. So interesting. If we ever besiege several of their cities at once, we could offer a ceasefire and try to get some money out of them. That's crazy. They have 75,000 denarii. I don't even know how they got that much money. Pontus isn't that profitable a region. I mean, have fun. There you go. Territorial ranking, we are mopping the floor. 19 regions. Nearest neighbor is 12 with Egypt. Let's take a look at our faction announcements. 2 new family members were born. Adanthrasis, another one, and Athena. Welcome. Lots of buildings were just completed. That's probably why we have so much profit, because we have previously paid for a lot of buildings. But we're going to have to purchase them now. So let's take a look. Salona, we got a meeting hall. We don't need to purchase anything because we already queued the upgrade to Minor City. Quincum, Stockade. Let's go for meeting hall. We want to be able to train better units here. Meeting hall will allow us to train Volksmen. So if we ever get attacked by the Germanians, we'll be able to train some decent infantry. At Tarentum, we got our Stockade, which is just in time because we're about to be invaded there. Nothing we can purchase there for now. At Pergamum, we got mines. We will queue something, but we probably won't be able to see the results of getting that upgrade for a while now, because we are besieged. Let's go for the Shrine to Hebelesis. We want to get some religion here to start working on that culture penalty of 45%. And once that gets to a higher level, we'll be able to train units with morale. Since this is a decent-sized city, we will probably be training some decent units out of here to reinforce the attack on Pontus. So it's worth getting the Shrine to Hebelesis. In Tanais, we have a lot of peasants queued. Can we unqueue them? Yes, perfect. And we'll go for maybe a ship right here. How much trade is that worth? It takes us from 178 to 255. That doesn't seem like much, but it's going to add up over time since this is a port city on the Black Sea. We want to get as many trade routes as possible in all of these port cities. Let's make sure all of the other settlements we have also have all of the available upgrades for ports. Campus Getae is almost to the next level of city. Next turn, we should have a minor city in Campus Getae, which is very nice. We have Tylus is already a minor city with a shipwright. Can we purchase a market here for extra trade? It's 60 extra trade, so kind of a slow investment, but we do want to do everything we can to get trade going in these cities, so I'm all right with it. Probably this turn we'll take Chersonesos, and we can start building a port here. How much population is there? Oh, amazing. 5,698, almost up to a minor city. So we want to make sure that we occupy Chersonesos so we can get that to a minor city and get up to a shipwright. And Parthia and Numidia just assigned an alliance. Doesn't really bother me too much. I won't be dealing with Numidia for a while, but if I remember correctly, Numidia is doing pretty well. Let's take a look at territorial ranking, and we will show just us and Numidia. Yeah, Numidia, they're not doing that well. That's fine. About 5 regions. We want to do something with this archer warband because Segestica is being closed in on by all 3 of these armies. If we could get Captain Arapathes into the city, that would be helpful. And I want to see if there's any chance of us getting a man of the hour out of attacking Captain Alkaios. So let's see if Captain Alkaios will give battle. He probably will because he has 2 units to my 1. 400 men. Yep, they'll take the battle. It's just a unit of peasants and a unit of peltas. We should be able to win this if we kind of skirmish intelligently. We have better range with our standard archers than they have with their peltas. Any chance of high ground? Yes, there is. So we have the high ground. Let's see if they're willing to charge at us. I'm actually going to move up because I would rather be more towards their side of the battlefield so we have room to back up in the event of them chasing us. Yeah, we'll just kind of walk towards them, get up to here, Let's slow this down in case the Peltas move up. Alright, really no reaction yet. And I'm walking my archers so they don't get too tired. Okay, they're winded. Let's have them hang out over here. Let them get their breath back, and then we will start skirmishing with the Peltas. Okay, they're back down to fresh. So let's draw up facing the Peltas. And we're going to slowly move up until we have a shot on them. And once we have a shot, we'll go down to double game speed. Okay, they're charging at us. We got one volley off. Let's pull back. I don't want them to get a shot on us at all. And I'm going to go down to normal game speed. This will take some finesse to not take any casualties. Get up to the high ground. Okay, fire at them. They'll get a shot off as well, but we'll get a shot off first. Do not skirmish. Just fire. Okay. Strange approach, guys. They're just charging us. That wasn't good. Let's get out of here. Get up to the high ground if you can. We took 17 casualties. They honestly took too long to chase us, so if we can get another volley off, that will be really good. We'll do a lot of damage. Okay. Keep firing. Just hold your ground and keep firing. They're walking really slowly. They've broken. So we'll do good damage to the Peltas as they run away, and then we can go deal with the peasants. Beautiful. They're down to 53. We still have a shot. Decent range on these archers. Alright, they're going out of range, but we got them down to 47, so even if they reform, they won't be able to do that much damage. Yeah, they're going to reform. That's okay. We'll just chase them down. Keep firing at them. How are we doing? Warmed up, down to 139. We've killed 28% of the enemy. We've lost 14%. So, going well. We just need to be careful we don't get charged by the peasants. I still don't want to have skirmish enabled. We're just going to control things manually. Alright, guys. Get up to fresh. They're up to winded right now, so we'll let them rest a little. Beautiful, we're fresh. So let's come a little closer and finish off the Peltas once and for all. We're in range of the Peltas. Stop there. Get another volley in. They might chase us, but they're probably going to break. Come on, guys. Manifest a man of the hour. Peltas are down to 28. Get a little closer. Okay, we're being chased by the peasants. Let's retreat. They're not reacting. Fire at the peasants a little bit. Get a few shots off. We just need the peasants to be weak enough that in the end, if we charge them, they will break before we do. I'm guessing we have slightly better melee attack stats than the peasants, but probably not by much. One more volley. Okay, run away. Perfect. Peasants are backing off. Peltas are following, but they're wavering. We'll go ahead and get a volley off into the Peltas. That will break them. Honestly, charge them. They're going to break immediately, so it's not worth wasting arrows. Oh, that's not good. Well, there goes the man of the hour. My commander's dead. Okay, Peltas have broken. They did a ton more damage than I expected. Let's not chase them anymore. We will have you guys hang out here, fire at the peasants. At this point, we're just going to try to win the battle. I'm not worried about a man of the hour. Fire again. One more volley. And retreat. Yeah, enemy are wavering. They're down to 180. Fire again. They're charging. Let's retreat. Yeah, their charge gets messed up for some reason when you run away, which I am happy about. Peasants always charge really strangely because of their circle formation. I've noticed that. I don't think that is a common issue to other units. I haven't noticed that. The peasants are always hard to control. Okay, at this point we outnumber them. We're just going to chase them down, fire as many arrows as we can, and then attack them with melee weapons. We'll win this pretty easily. I don't even need to skirmish anymore. They're wavering already. Continue the battle, get some more kills, but once they're out of range, that's battle 1. We'll go ahead and end the battle. So we lost 36 men, 5 of them were healed. We won't get a man of the hour because our commander died, but we do have a clear path. Oh, well, it says man of the hour, but I think since he died in the battle, it won't be able to complete it. Oh, it did complete it. Okay, well, I misunderstood how that works. Cool. I guess we have a man of the hour now. So we've got a general. That's cool. I'm going to get him away from the city, actually, because he can't make it into the city because of Cogitamus here. But it's good to have a general. If any of these armies attack, the general will probably turn the tide in being able to win that. Dichomes is 20. He's a good commander, 2 command. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That'll be really useful in this part of the world. We need to know the general, so I'm very happy. Windex has kind of backed off from Zalmoxis, so we want to give chase. I don't really want to start a battle right now with Windex, but let's get our back to this mountain and see if he attacks us next turn. We have the advantage of having a lot of missile troops, a lot of Illyrians, archers, so if we can get our back onto the side of a mountain, Windex will have a lot of issues charging us. Barbarian Mercenaries, Warband, those are really bad units for eating arrows. So we have an advantage, but I would rather be on the defensive. I'm shocked that Man of the Hour worked. That was elite. Very good. Alright, the next important thing we need to do is free Larissa from its siege. This shouldn't be too difficult. I wonder if they'll even give battle. Probably not. Yeah, they're not going to give battle. Let's chase down Captain Arcelsilus. Can we reach him? Perfect. So Phalanx Pikemen, Levy Pikemen, those are actually pretty good. Good experienced militia hoplites, but they don't have enough cavalry to be able to deal with the units I have that aren't archers, and the archers will easily rip apart the Phalanx Pikemen and Levy Pikemen, so this shouldn't actually be difficult. We will draw up with... Honestly, let's keep our hoplites safe. Now that I realize how important hoplites are, I want to not lose any, because I need to ship them over to Asia Minor. So they're no longer going to be frontline troops while I'm fighting in Greece and Italy. Let's have our infantry be the front line. We will bring up our archer warband, and we'll do a nice wide protective side in case the cavalry charges us. Just like that. We'll have the warhounds on either flank to deal with the cavalry, and cavalry can go on this flank. General can go right here. We'll get our Illyrians right behind the front line, and we have another unit of archer warband which we will put over here. This is a pretty good army. We'll just have our hoplites here just in case. And let's go ahead and start the battle. I'm guessing they're not going to want to push into us. We'll go ahead and make a formation and turn towards the enemy. We do have to march uphill, which isn't ideal. Let's get partially onto the high ground so we don't have as much of a disadvantage. Continue rotating and moving up the hill. This will slowly push them off the high ground, and we can use the high ground advantage for our archers. There we go. This is working well. Any units winded? Yes. Some of our lower stamina units are winded, so we'll have them rest before we fight. We'll continue seizing the high ground. Okay, for a second they started charging at us. Let's just snap into place. Not there. Come on. Okay. It's being fiddly. There we go. Go there. At least get facing the correct direction. going to slow this down in case the cavalry charges. At least we have our front line of Volksmen, who will easily beat cavalry. Let's go ahead and release the dogs on this cavalry once we're in place. Perfect. So let's have these dogs run. Yeah, they're just eating arrows into their light lancers. Not a good approach. The high ground advantage is just devastating here. They're getting slaughtered. We have a ton of range with those archers. And their infantry is about to step into range as well. We will push a little closer. Everyone's either warmed up or fresh. Just get a little bit closer, see if we get any reaction from them. They'll probably retreat further, but that puts us at an even higher high ground advantage. All right, get ready to attack these light lancers if they're really charging. I doubt they're actually charging. But we'll use Warcry because we're right here, so if we get a chance to fight these light lancers, there we go. They're broken already. We'll just let the archers continue killing them. We might even kill the commander right here. These light lancers are broken. Perfect. And we'll just let our barbarian noble cavalry go around the side here. And I'm guessing their phalanx pikemen will try to make contact with our Volksmen. And we'll just hit them in the side with our cavalry, and this battle will be over. We'll go ahead and commit our war dogs, because you may as well use them in every battle. They regenerate anyways. Dogs have been released. And I will tell these war dog handlers to flee. Perfect. Flee, flee. Just so they get back a little bit because they don't actually listen to your instructions. We will bring our cavalry around the side here. There we go. Now they should listen if we tell them to go over here. So the dogs are getting slaughtered, honestly, by these phalanx pikemen, but this pins them in place so the archers can do their thing. Let's get our cavalry into the side of these phalanx pikemen, and these cavalry into the rear, or they'll go into the peltas. Phalanx pikemen are broken. We'll take some casualties to our cavalry here. Peltas are broken. But yeah, this is how you wipe out an army of pikemen. Just use your cavalry, get around them. Morale is not good for surrounded pikemen. Perfect, battle's over. We'll chase down all the units we can reach, get some more kills, and yeah, this battle's over. Nice and easy. Perfect, so we lost 22 cavalry and killed 698 of the enemy. The army will disband, and Desaneu can continue his march south next turn. Next up, we have to do something about Captain Eupator over here. Again, without mercenary hoplites. It's always scary facing chariots, but we're going to do our best here. We are slightly outnumbered, but they don't have an enemy general. They have a lot of eastern infantry, so we need to use our morale advantage here. Try to just break the chariots. I'm a little bit scared, but we need Captain Decanus to not get himself killed. That's the main thing. Use the onagers well. Don't get the army in the city killed, and we should be fine. So not an ideal place to start in this battle. We're going to try to back up to get high ground with the onagers, but I don't know if they're actually going to charge into us. Since they outnumber us a lot, hopefully they will, but I don't know. We'll take these units of Thracians, make the center of our front line. We'll put some Basterni on this flank, some Volksmen and Warband on this flank. Get our mercenary Peltas behind the front line. Put these Thracians over here, just to guard a little more. We'll keep our general nice and close for morale, but push him a little bit forward so the onagers don't actually hit him on accident. Now let's get our archers in position. And our cavalry will guard a flank as well. More archers. Most of the strength in this army is archers, war dogs, cavalry. So, not the most ideal army for this situation. Can I just have the reinforcements flee? Does that work? Does that just send them back to the city? I could use them, but I don't want them to get themselves killed. I don't know. Don't flee. You're fine. Don't flee. Just maybe try to reunite with the rest of the army. And if they start to get charged, then I'll have them flee off the battlefield. Alright, let's take a look at our onagers. Do they have a shot yet? Not yet. Yeah, I'm really concerned about the number of chariots there are here. It's hard not to just corner camp, but I don't want to do it. I don't believe in it. And I'm going to turn on fire at will with these onagers. They have fire ammo enabled, so if they hit anything, it will splat a lot of damage. Just, if we fire in the general direction of these scythe chariots, they are so spread out, we should hit something. We're almost in range here. Let's get our cavalry a little more out of the way so they don't get hit by the onagers. You're so close to having a shot, come on. I'm a little concerned that I think these chariots might be considering attacking my reinforcements, but we're going to have them just continue marching. Hopefully they can make it. Onagers have a shot on something. I'm going to let them just fire at will. Okay, they're out of range again. They'll be in range soon, though, and they'll start doing good damage. I'm going to turn all of my Archer Warband to fire flaming arrows, because morale is going to be a big thing in this battle. Since they have a lot of Eastern infantry and a lot of chariots, if we can break their morale, that's how we're going to win this. Okay, onagers have a shot again. Reinforcements are taking some damage from the chariot archers, but I'm just going to let them keep trying to reunite with my army because I need all the reinforcements I can get. Alright. You guys need to have a good shot here. Come on. Oh man, not very good. That shot actually landed on, I think, the general's unit. Yeah, so not a bad shot out of the onagers. We've lost one of our reinforcing units. The other one is almost up here, which is good. We needed these archer warbands. So if they can make it up here, it was worth sending them in this direction. Okay, we're in range with the onagers again. This is when it would have been so useful to still be using those long-range archers, but I'm glad I'm not, because then this battle would not be scary at all. This is going to be some of the only challenging battles we have in the game, so. Another great shot on these Eastern infantry. This is going to really hurt their morale to damage the middle of their line. Just keep firing. Ooh, any chance of hitting a general? Wow, another great shot on these hillmen. Sometimes fire ammo really works out. A lot of the time it just misses every shot, but we've killed probably 50 men already. Oh, please. Oh, so close. Oh, but we've got some men over here. I like that they're just letting me fire all of my onager stones. If they want to do that, just let me fire everything. I am happy with that. Killed a member of the general's unit? Is this the general's unit? This might just be a miscellaneous cavalry or chariot unit. Really good aim out of the onagers. They do have better aim when they're firing from high ground generally. But you're not supposed to have this good of aim with fire shots. So I'm very proud of them. That's more like what we expect over there. Let's make sure all of my missile troops are off of skirmish mode. Yeah, let's... Once this next round lands... Ooh, look at that. Killing the general's unit. That's good. I'm going to have these archers go behind the Basterni, keep them safe, and we'll have them use fire ammo. Yeah, not a great shot out of the onagers. I'm going to speed this up until we get any reaction out of the enemy. Oh yes, perfect. We have some chariots running amok. Not the general's unit, but that's really good to have a whole unit of chariots run amok. I forgot that was even an added advantage of using onagers against chariots. That's going to be really good. Imagine if they just go through the line and start killing this Eastern infantry. That would be crazy. Definitely target the general's unit if you can reach it. Oh. Fire at these Eastern infantry. That's the closest thing to the general. So you might miss and hit the general, which is the goal. Yeah, the chariots that are running amok are not doing so in a productive direction, but that's okay. Just keep firing. Ooh, wow, just killed 4 chariots? 3 chariots right there out of the general's unit, that's good. Keep firing. Another good hit over here. Another general's cavalry. Wow, yeah, they're doing a ton of damage. I want to see how many kills my onagers got in this battle. Probably over 100. Oh, so close. Oh, wow. Yeah, Eastern Infantry down from 240 to 145, 141. Very good aim. And last shot, they did 100 damage total to this unit. About 30 over there, 30 over there. I'm very proud of them. Okay. So good start to the battle. We've killed 5% of the enemy. Not as much as I expected, but there are a lot of enemy here. How do we want to do this? Any chance of getting them to march towards us? I want to keep the high ground. We could release the dogs on the general's unit. Kind of unhinged. We could try it. But there are Eastern Infantry in front of it, so they would just eat it up. We might have a chance of starting a rout if we release both units of dogs on this weakened unit of Eastern Infantry in the center. And then we'll just have them retreat back here, and hopefully they will follow us back up the hill. So we might lose our war dogs here, but it's worth trying to get a break. Alright, release the dogs. Okay. Dogs released? They're not released yet. There we go. I think dogs have been released. Let's flee. So we're going to get the handlers back. Dogs have been released on this central unit. They're shaken. Alright, come on guys, withdraw. Yeah, this central unit is not going to break, but they're going to take a lot of damage, which will be useful for later when we try to break this unit. It is the center of their line. These warhounds have broken, so the handlers are going to get run down. But even though we'll take some damage to these handlers and we'll lose war dogs for future battles, these hillmen are shaken already. They're getting shot up by my archers. Let's use Warcry with these Falksmen and charge down the hill. Hillmen have broken. See if we can get some kills on them. War dogs have all died, I think. No, there's still some left. Okay, stop fleeing. You just hang out over here. Let's use rally troops, see if we can get these warhounds to reform. And we're just chasing down these hillmen over here. I'm going to back up these infantry so they don't get shot too much by my own archers. You still have a shot? Hopefully we don't take more casualties here. Perfect, we didn't. And actually, we have a lot of like dropped frames. Game's slowing down a little bit with all of the fire arrows, but that's okay. Fire arrows, that's a lot. That's a lot to load. Getting some good shots in on these Eastern Infantry. Still fighting the dogs over here. This unit of hillmen is down to 46. Any chance of them breaking? I don't think so. Well, I don't know. There's still about 70 dogs right here. We might break through this unit of hillmen, and then we could go on to the Peltas, maybe, which would be good. Okay, hillmen broke. You're going to go on to the Peltas, or just going through the Peltas? I think just running past the Peltas. That's okay. Might kill a general on the way past. General's unit. No, okay. I think dogs are going to run off the battlefield now, which is not ideal. They might kill all these hillmen and come back for another swing at the main army, but usually they just run off the battlefield with the fleeing troops. Okay, what's happening here? Pontic Light Cavalry are coming up. They're going to get shot by my archers, and they'll break as well. We've killed 21% of the army. We've lost 3% of ours. They can actually take any of these shots, or are they just baiting out arrows? Yeah, not really. Honestly, that was smart of them. I don't know if they meant to do that, but it worked. Wasted some ammo. General's kind of a jerk. He's just running through his own troops. Not really sure that that is good for morale, but have fun. Okay, let's check on these dogs. Are they going to come back? No, they're not going to make it back. They're not going to kill the hillmen in time. Well, they might. We'll speed this up while we wait for some kind of reaction out of the rest of the army. I'm watching the minimap. We're not going to miss the action. Yeah, I don't think we're going to kill them all, unfortunately, so we're going to lose these dogs. I wish I could just order them to stop chasing, but you can't do it. Once they've been released, they're released. Interesting to think about the fact that even though they're going to escape this battle, I mean, think about the rest of their day. They're just going to run forever with dogs chasing them. So eventually, these guys should have a really bad night. And yeah, the warhounds have charged off the field. All the hillmen are dead, but they disperse into the horizon. Okay. Now that the warhounds are off the field, they're sending forward some peltasts to die, which is nice. Let's honestly switch off of fire arrows if they are going to come up here, because we'll do more damage without them. We use fire arrows when the whole army's charging in, but if just a single unit's coming up, we'll do more damage with standard arrows. I'm just waiting around hoping that they decide to charge in. They probably won't because I'm attacking them. But sometimes they do weird things, so I'm just allowing them the chance to do something stupid. They still outnumber us pretty significantly here. My concern is that they would just wrap around my entire army, and I don't have that much heavy infantry, so I'm not sure we could really fight off chariots. We'd easily beat the infantry, but the chariots, not so much. I almost want to withdraw. Just do the smart thing. We've taken basically no casualties. We've killed 22% of the enemy. Let's try to get a few more arrows in. Famous last words, but let's just see what we can do. We'll move a little forward and see if that is the difference in us being able to do some more damage, and then we can flee if nothing else happens in this battle. We are somewhat losing the high ground, so this is kind of counterproductive. But we have so many archers. If we just got a shot, it would be really bad for their morale. Almost in range. I'm concerned that we're getting so close now that they're really wrapped around us. Okay, we have a shot with something. Let's turn all of my archers off of flaming arrows for now. Just let them get some shots in on these eastern infantry. If any chariots charge up, though, we're using fire arrows to try to make them run amok. Speed this up, just do some damage with the one unit that has a shot. We'll kill most of a unit of eastern infantry, so I'm glad I stuck around. This unit is down to 50. We've killed 30% of the enemy. Okay. Slow everything down. Switch to fire flaming arrows. Fire at the scythe chariots. Everyone use war cry. And I'm going to use rally troops with my general. Okay, we just need to cause a break, cause someone to run amok, something like that. Kill the enemy general. Alright, my general's getting involved, so I'm going to actually back him off because I don't want to lose my general. Enemy general's running amok, which is good. But if I lose my general from a scythe chariot, that is really bad. So let's send in cavalry to see if they can stop the enemy general. Generals to safety. Vezina. We just killed the enemy general right here. Everyone fire at the general. Okay, let's back up. Everyone back up. How did that go? That was okay. We lost a lot of casualties, but the enemy general is fleeing the battle right now, running amok. So that might have been the best result we could have gotten. If he runs all the way off the field, this could be a win. Let's try and reform some kind of front line. I'm going to go ahead and get my archers in a line here. Get my infantry in a line in front of them. Okay, actually line up like this because the chariots are coming. Fire at the chariots if you have a shot archers. Let's send in the cavalry to fight them as well. Those are chariot archers. I'm not going to involve my general, but we should be able to break chariot archers pretty easily. They're shaken, they're broken, perfect. Okay. Archers, stop firing. Have them retreat a little bit so they stop firing into my units. And reform the front line. We just don't have very much infantry left. But we have a lot of archers. Archers are good. Archers do a lot of damage against Eastern infantry. Okay. Volksmen get back. Mercenary Peltas get back. How are we doing? We've lost 20%. We've killed 37. The last unit of Scythe Chariots is seeming somewhat interested. Everyone's on fire at will, so we'll get a shot in on them if they come in range, and they might run amok. Okay, guys. Draw up in a more intelligent way than that. Okay. Alright. Anyone in range? Almost. Speed this up a little bit. Okay, they're in range. We're firing at the Scythe Chariots with fire arrows. There we go, they ran amok. Okay. So now that they've run amok, we can turn off fire arrows for a little better accuracy. We'll do more damage against the rest of the army. These chariots are actually killing a ton of Eastern infantry, I'm guessing. Yeah, they were at 209 a second ago. What are they at? 202, 200. Yeah, they're taking a ton of damage here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. See, we don't need mercenary hoplites. We can do this with just archers. Asia Minor? No big deal. Anyone have a shot on anyone? No. And we still have to deal with all the infantry. So we could still end up fleeing this battle. We've only killed 38% of the enemy, but we have killed the toughest units on the field. All of the chariots have either run amok or fled the field. I'm going to let these chariots do their thing. I'm going to just hover over the button for War Cry. If the chariots come... Alright, chariots are coming. Use War Cry. If they come in our direction, we will charge into them. Okay, they're taking some good damage. We're fine. Enemy are charging up. Let's have archers fire at the real units and not the ones running amok. Can we use Warcry again? No, we're still using Warcry from before. I'm just going to keep pressing the Warcry button for any unit that hasn't used it yet. Operations. Okay, you've used Warcry. Charge down the hill. Charge down with the cavalry. You guys charge in. They're wavering. Charge into them over here. They're wavering. So we have one enemy break. Peltas are firing. We have 2 enemy breaks. 3. Let's just make sure this side breaks as well. Okay, perfect. These Eastern infantry are only shaken. Can we break them? Wavering. How's our general doing? Let's rally troops. Enemy are wavering over here. Perfect. This unit's broken. Let's start chasing down the fleeing units, since the army is basically broken at this point. Cavalry, generals, cavalry, go charge down these guys. These Thracians are about to get hit by Scythe Chariots, so get out of here, see if we can avoid them. We might lose this unit of Volksmen. See if you can do some damage to these chariots as they run through us. I just want to get them off the field at this point. We've broken the enemy army, so no need to risk taking any damage from Scythe Chariots. Archers have a shot on Scythe Chariots, that would be ideal. Just kill the Scythe Chariots. Let's get everyone away from them. Okay, who are we chasing down? Are we getting everyone? Good. Enemy army hasn't officially broken yet, because there are still... I think there's some Peltas over here that haven't broken, but that's okay. We are just chasing down fleeing units. Chase down... Get the Peltas. Have one of these units turn around to get these Eastern infantry. You guys go get these Eastern infantry. This was pretty good. We still haven't done enough damage to the enemy army to make them fully disband. That's what we're working on right now. Continue the battle. Maybe once we get all these Peltas, we will have done 85%. But also, I don't know if we really formally killed the enemy general. And I don't remember if it was a... No, it was a commander, so we might not have needed to kill them to disband the units that fled. We're up to 80%. Let's get to 85% and we'll see if that's enough to make this army disband. Maybe turn around on these Eastern infantry. We'll speed this up a little bit. Some kills on these Eastern infantry. What does that bring us to? 82%. So we probably won't manage to disband this army. One more unit here. 84%. Come on, so close. Get my general away. Do not want to lose my general here. Charge into these chariots with my cavalry. I know that's stupid, but just get as many kills as you can on them. 85%. Alright, we're going to call it there. So if we don't need to kill Captain Upador, then they'll disband. And if we did need to kill Captain Upador, then they won't disband. But we lost 543 men. Killed 2,114 or 2,498, depending on whether they disband. How did the Onagers do? 125 kills? That's not bad at all. They gained some experience. Doesn't really make a difference for Onagers, but I'm very proud of them. Yeah, looks like... Yeah, enemy army routed, they're gone. So I guess we didn't need to kill the commander in order to make them disband. This army is looking a little bit battered, though. We'll send in some hoplites from Pergamum just because they're useful against the chariots. We might have to just do some retraining in Pergamum. It's hard because it also drains the populace here. But let's send some units into Pergamum, get some retraining on. That brings us down to 2,959, which is not ideal, but... Yeah, we're just gonna have to do our best here. Get everyone inside the city who can. These Onagers can't quite reach, but we'll get them in there next turn. And I want to take at least one settlement this part, so let's see if we can take Chersonesos. Captain Midas, who's here? We have some militia hoplites, some Scythian horse archers, but we have a lot of archer warband. We'll be able to take out those horse archers and hoplites pretty easily. Other than that, it's just peasants. Should be a very easy battle. We will have our brutes carry the siege equipment, so we don't take any casualties to our lovely chosen swordsmen. We'll just have warband and folksmen man the rams. We'll have our archers stay nearby so we can do as much damage as possible to the enemies who are near the walls. Let's go ahead and knock down the walls first. We'll do gates after if we want to. And then we'll go ahead and march up the archers in the middle here. They should have a shot on at least the hoplites. Let's have them fire at the hoplites first. Don't really need to worry about the peasants so much, but the hoplites can actually be difficult. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Speed this up a little bit just for fun. They're eager still. They're down to like 30. So yeah, we're slaughtering Scythian horse archers. Anything in range. We're gonna have them not pursue. We're just gonna fire anything we can reach. Horse archers are down to 9, 7. Yeah, we took some damage to our archer warband, but already killed the enemy commander. We've killed 96% of the enemy army. We might actually kill them all without stepping foot in the city, which would be really funny. That's kind of a goal of mine now. I'm actually going to see if we can do that. I'm going to back away my infantry from the walls so we don't break them. If I can take a city without stepping foot inside, that would be kind of an achievement for the TD Sniper channel. So let's do this with style. Enable fire ammo. This unit's gone. One more unit. Okay, they stopped pursuing, unfortunately. We'll go ahead and move our archer warband up here. We'll have to take a city without stepping foot inside some other time. But we did get them down to 4 men. without stepping foot inside the city. So that's not bad. 6 men. Okay. Okay, we have a shot with our archers. Let's see how this looks. Not a great shot. There we go. Now they are charging valiantly into the firestorm. We'll continue the battle. They always flee at the most inopportune time. Not the time to turn your back.
This is a great victory. The cries of dying enemies are sweet music to our warriors.
Well done. We lost 14 archers. Killed 499 of the enemy. That's another settlement taken. And Chersonesos, as much as I love enslaving, we're going to occupy it so we can get a port. How have they not upgraded from town to large town with 5,698 population? Actually, how have they managed that? That's horrifying. And also, it means we're going to have rioting here. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get the Warlord's Hold completed. I think we will, because we'll do one turn this turn of building. And then before the rioting happens for the second turn, we should complete the Warlord's Hold. And hopefully that's enough to get the public order up. But we might take some casualties here to some of our better units because of rioting. So that's a shame. But that was our 20th region. We're officially at the 40% point of this campaign, at least for the long campaign. That's pretty good. Let's send Burbista, our spy, south to Macedonia. And we're going to go ahead and end this turn. Hopefully nothing really bad happens. I don't think we can lose Tarentum, but we might get attacked over here, Skylies. I'm a little bit scared to hit end turn, but I want to see what happens. Okay, so Zalmoxis is attacked by Windex and some reinforcements. Honestly, not a horrible result. Captain Tincomius, this is a tiny army with no missile troops or cavalry. So Captain Tincomius will be really easy to kill. Are these troops from Patavium? No, they must have just come from over near Mediolanum. Windex's army is massive but horrible. How is Windex? Bloody, +1 morale, 4 command. So Windex is actually pretty good, but his troops and his reinforcements are bad. The only thing we really need to worry about here is these barbarian noble cavalry. They could cause issues if they charge in. I'm tempted to just fight the first army, and then when Windex is coming with the reinforcements, run away, because we'll have a lot of time before that happens. I doubt he's going to start the battle present, because there are so many troops on the battlefield. The game doesn't like to render that many troops at once, so we might just have to fight the smaller army. I was hoping to have high ground here because I was near a mountain, but it's actually the opposite. The mountain is outside of the battle map, and we're in a little valley. So that's not ideal. I think the best approach is to start angled against like this part of the border and try to just push up onto the high ground and make it at least so we're fighting on a similar level. Luckily, they don't have any ranged troops, so we're not going to be taking damage from them. It's just a matter of how quickly we can do damage to them with our ranged troops. We'll have our Illyrians here with some infantry in front of them. Honestly, I'm going to keep the Chosen Swordsman in reserve in case we do decide to fight Windex. We'll need some strong infantry. And let's spread these guys a little more thin. We'll get our Sarmatians over here, keep them on reserve to chase down any fleeing troops. And I think that's a good place to start. So, okay, reinforcements are coming, but they're from the really aggressively low ground. So let's charge in there and see what we can do. I'm going to group up, get a little closer. We're going to get one round in with our Illyrians, and then we're going to attack the sides with our cavalry, charge the front with our infantry, and we're going to try to fire down on Windex's reinforcing army. I really didn't think he would spawn in the battle, but that's okay. Let's have our infantry all draw up here. We'll release the dogs on this flank. Get the cavalry to assist over there once the dogs are in. We will use Warcry. Dogs have been released. We'll have the handlers flee back. Let's charge in with our war-crying troops. Archers are firing. We'll send in the cavalry on this flank. We just need a break, and we need it soon. I'm going to use rally troops and come a little closer with my general for morale. Okay, we need an enemy break. We have one enemy break. Let's tell the Illyrians to stop firing. We'll need them for the second half of the battle. And they can start redrawing up for the new army. Don't skirmish. Okay, enemies have broken here. Barbarian mercenaries are coming from Windex's army, but that's not really scary. Let's draw up the Chosen Swordsman over here to help out with the reinforcements. Just guard our Illyrians. Illyrians are almost in place. Let's get our generals over here. And what's happening with the first army? Okay. Visterni, you can deal with the rest of the first army. Get our Chosen Swordsman out here to guard. Sarmatians, run down some of these swordsmen. Visterni, help with these warband. Let's send our general over here. Zalmoxis can help out with morale for these warband. Gonna charge in here. This unit of warband is broken. We used rally troops. Let's get him to safety. Visterni can keep fighting over here. Sarmatians are wavering. Get back. They might break. Okay, over here, Illyrians are firing, and they're gonna stand and fight against these warband who are wavering. Use Warcry with this unit. Do we have our other unit of Chosen Swordsman? I don't think so. Okay, General of the first army is dead. That's not really that helpful. Chosen Swordsman will be able to win this battle here against these warband. They're wavering, but down here, these warband are fighting against Illyrians, so they're going to be directly fighting there. It's going to be bad. Let's check on our Sarmatians and our general over here. Okay, first army is mostly broken. We'll chase down this warband, or no, charge into these barbarian cavalry. We should be able to break them with my general. Again, use rally troops to keep them safe. They're impetuous, they should break. Don't overextend too much, guys. Who are you fighting against? Okay, you're fighting against barbarian mercenaries. That's an easy win. What's happening over here? Are we charging in? Yeah, don't overextend. Most of the enemy army isn't standing up well. This is an enemy warlord. Let's get my warlord in here. Get my chosen swordsman in here. Okay, my first general's taking a ton of damage. What's happening? Oh, please don't die. Zalmoxis. Zalmoxis didn't die, but nearly. Get him over to the main army. Come on, guys. We need reinforcements for him. Okay, chosen swordsman. Help out. Charge this barbarian warlord. Illyrians charge these barbarian mercenaries. Illyrians help out. Keep running, Zalmoxis. Okay, chosen swordsmen are in. We're going to use rally troops because we have a break over here. We have one enemy broken here, barbarian warlord. Lots of our units are breaking. Come on, guys. Okay, what's happening? I think we're losing this battle, honestly. Let's see what other reinforcements we have anywhere. Not really much. We have some archers over here, which we can try and bring back. Okay, you guys see if you can break this warband. Enemy general here has broken? Enemy general's dead. Mine is about to die. Get out of here. Please don't die. Please don't die. He might escape. Okay, let's check on my other general. He's also getting himself killed. But enemy general's dead, which means we have a chance of breaking the enemy army. Did we lose a general? Okay, 3 enemy generals fallen, none of mine. This general's going to escape. These Illyrians are going to lose this fight here. Any chance of reinforcing them? Okay, chase down these warband that are fleeing. They've broken, so my general's unit is good for that. Let's send in these Illyrians to help out this unit. Okay, that warband unit has broken. Alright, where's my general? Has he made it to safety yet? Not yet, but he will. Any enemies left standing on the battlefield? Yes, the enemies still have a lot of units standing. Let's send in our good unit of... Oh no, get my general away. General, get away from this unit of warband. Okay, so our first general who fled has made it away from the battle. Let's send in our chosen swordsman to deal with these warband. This is where the rest of the fighting is happening in this battle. These units can break these warband down here and then help out with the main fight over here. Do we have any breaks happening? Enemy breaks. That's great. I'm going to have my general just hang out. Well, no. General, you go chase down these fleeing units. We're going to have our actual infantry fight the units that haven't broken yet. You guys good here? You're steady. This unit will help out. Okay. Crazy battle. We took a ton of casualties, but I think we've won. We just need to break some more barbarian mercenaries. They'll break over here. Are we taking any casualties anywhere? Not really, no. Okay. This unit of Chosen Swordsmen actually did break, which is baffling, because they were fighting against barbarian mercenaries. But, yeah, that's not great. Let's regroup all of our remaining troops that haven't broken. Send them over. This battle's not over. We'll go ahead and break these barbarian cavalry with my general. And use rally troops to keep him safe, but this barbarian cavalry will break. We just, at this point, want them to leave the battlefield. Even if we don't chase them all down, we want these units to just leave the battlefield. Okay. We're having a lot of breaks. I don't think we're going to be able to win this. Anyone who is left who is not broken, just reunite over here. We're going to kill as many fleeing units as possible, and then we're just going to run away and try to not lose this battle. Everyone reunite up here on the high ground. Let's grab my general. Keep him away from the units that haven't broken. Hunt down any units that have. I'll keep an eye on these units. Okay, these Chosen Swordsmen have reformed. There's still 108 enemy Barbarian Noble Cavalry. Okay, time to flee. Everyone, get out of here. I don't want to completely lose this battle. Oh, we have to flee in that direction. May as well pick up some kills on the way out. But we're going to keep an eye on the Barbarian Noble Cavalry. Basically, I just don't want to lose my general here. Everyone else can get themselves killed. As long as I'm hunting down enemies that are fleeing, I just don't want to lose my general. Come on, get some more kills. I'm done these warband. Some more kills. I'm done these warband. And then it's time to go. Okay, can you flee in this direction? No, you gotta flee in that direction. So go up here. I wonder how many units we're gonna have left after this battle. I think they're fleeing as well. I think none of us want this battle. Can you flee in this direction? Oh, you gotta flee all the way out here? Okay. I just hope they can flee from right here. Okay, good. Alright. We made it away with both of our generals alive. We killed 2,882 of the enemy, and we lost about 1,900. So we did kill more than we lost. Probably still not a good result, though. We just wiped out our entire invasion of Italy from the north. How many troops did we heal? Oh, we didn't heal anyone because we fled. So yeah, let's see how many people escaped this battle. Probably about 200. Oh, brutal. Okay. That hurts, but honestly, it slowed down the Gauls a lot by killing that many troops. And we killed several generals, right? I think so. We killed Windex. Okay, let's take trade rights from Britannia. Let's see if we can get map information off of them. I would do an alliance with them, honestly. They're so big. They were the ones who were invading Germania, by the way. So Germania is already on the back foot. And now we have another battle. Oh my goodness. Marcus Julius. Okay, just one army, and he's going up against Skyles, who has a pretty decent army. How good is Marcus Julius? Doubtful Courage is great. -1 morale. Decorated Hero, that's no morale bonus. So Marcus Julius will actively hurt the morale of his units. Oh yeah, we have this sad music. Not good. But they have 8 or 9 units of heavy infantry, lots of war dogs, lots of cavalry. The trick with this battle is going to be just charge around with cavalry and break units, because he has Doubtful Courage. But it doesn't feel good to go into a battle with the defeat music playing. They're attacking us, so they have some responsibility to charge into us. We have some Cretans, so we have a little bit of ranged units. we'll make a front line of infantry, including these Samnites, including these Thracians, and let's actually include these Falksmen as well. And then we'll have the mercenary hoplites guarding basically the back. We don't want to use them unless we have to, and we probably won't have to. This shouldn't be too hard of a battle. Let's just draw up like this. We just really do not want to use those hoplites. Cretans will go here so they get the maximum amount of shots in. Illyrians or mercenary peltasts will go with them. Don't flee, we want you to stand your ground. And then all of the cavalry will hang out together, except for my faction heir Skyles the Conqueror. He will stay with the infantry just to keep their morale up, and we'll have all of the shock cavalry travel together. Okay, that's a pretty good lineup. Let's rotate slightly to face the Romans a little better. We'll use this rock as cover, and then let's get our cavalry up on this hill. This little mound, it's not really a hill. Okay, enemy cavalry is getting kind of close, so they're in range of my Cretans already. We're going to have everyone use War Cry, so in case we get a charge in, these Equites will break really easily. Yeah, they're charging the Samnites and prepared chosen swordsmen and Thracians who are using War Cry. So they're going to break immediately. Yep, took a ton of damage. They didn't do much damage to me. So let's redraw up and let the Cretans keep firing. Cretans, fire at the Principes. That's what we want to focus on. Alright, everyone get ready. We'll use War Cry again in a second. War Cry. And charge. These Equites should break in the same way. Yep, they broke as well. Nice and easy. Get a few kills and then draw up again. So they've basically destroyed their own ability to use cavalry. There's a Roman general on this flank by himself, so we're going to charge him with our 500 heavy cavalry, and he will get shredded. He should die really quickly. This isn't their main general, but he'll break. That's bad for morale, and hopefully we can kill him before he escapes the battle. Yes, enemy general dead. We're going to let our front line just do its thing. Use War Cry. Get in there. Get fighting. Use War Cry for all these units. And let the cavalry just charge into the back of these Principes, these Hastati, these Velites. They're all going to break. Yep, this army should get wrapped up nice and quick. So you just charge into different units. Get in there. Let's get our infantry in here. Enemy general's right at the front here. He's got himself killed because he was fighting Samnites. We still have War Cry going from most of these units, so they're going to do bonus damage. Cavalry is going to charge in from the back and clean up anyone who's fleeing. And yeah, this battle will be over nice and quick. We shouldn't lose any generals. Ooh, this is a nasty battle for the Romans. We have some Equites here, but they're wavering. They should break, and I think that's the end of this army. This might be the last unit that hasn't broken. I think we killed both enemy generals, which is really good. That's 2 Roman family members, which is always good to get out of the way. And yeah, we're just going to clean up whatever infantry we can reach. Nice, easy battle. We've killed 81% of the army already. Just get some more kills for experience, get up to 85%, and then this battle's over. There we go. We officially got the win. We've killed 90% of the enemy. And let's end the battle so we don't have to fight any more of the dogs that haven't broken yet. Battle over. We lost 252 men, mostly Falksmen. Didn't lose any Cretans. Didn't lose any generals, and we killed 2 enemy generals. So that's a great result. Didn't really get much experience out of that, but that's okay. That's one of the big armies in this part of the world gone. So we could honestly free Tarentum right now. We might do that just because we have the momentum. They don't have that many armies in this part of the world. I don't think this was wise. They're besieging Croton with Captain Gnaeus here instead of doubling down on Tarentum. So if they had just kept these armies together, I probably would not have been able to win this battle. But this is going to be a pretty easy battle here. It's going to be a bit of a longer episode, but that's okay. It's fun. Do we need more peasants in Thurman? No, that is overkill. Alright. Let's go through our announcements. We'll double check that nothing else happened in the world, but I think that was a good turn for us. So enemy army routes thanks to Skyles. Any developments for Skyles? Oh! Legendary commander for +5 command. Wow. His proven ability to command in battle has made this man a legend, not least among his men who will follow him into any fight. Skyles cannot get any better for fighting Romans. I think he's at 10 command when he's fighting Romans. He's only 55, so yeah, he's pretty incredible. And I think that's after gifting off some of his retinue to other generals. Yeah, famous warrior and shield bearer for Solius. I'm pretty sure we're gifted to him from Skyles. Honestly, let's gift Roman Turncoat to him as well. Just in case he ever dies of old age. We really do not need these retinue. We have so much good retinue already. We'll just gift it on to the younger guys. Let's merge together these units so we have nice, strong units for the fight. I'm glad we didn't take any damage to our hoplites or Cretans. We really shouldn't be using them in battle because we need to send them off to Asia Minor. Let's go ahead and grab our mercenary hoplites at least and send them over to Asia Minor. We will go over to Apollonia. Apollonia has more mercenary hoplites. Any chance of us getting units to Apollonia to fill this? No, okay. So in Apollonia, we'll build some peasants. They'll be there by the end of the turn, so it's fine to leave it empty because there are no enemies nearby. And anyways, it'll be occupied by the end of the turn. And these 3 units of hoplites will just jump from port to port until we get them over to Asia Minor. That will help a lot with chariots. Let's take a look at the rest of our announcements. Gained 4,556 denarii last turn. We are losing a lot less money from upkeep because we lost so many troops in Zalmoxis' army. I guess that's kind of an upside to what was a pretty devastating battle there. We honestly might want to purchase these barbarian cavalry mercenaries just to have something in the area. We can't train anything at Yovavum, right? No. We need a land clearance here if we're going to start training things, because we need the population up. Honestly, let's buff the population with some barbarian mercenaries here. Yeah, just get them a little closer to that next level of city. We'll bring down the tax rate. We need this to be a large town already. Dichomes over by Segestica. Let's send him down and just merge into that city. In case we get attacked here, now we don't have a big army in the region, since Zalmoxis has lost his army. So we need to be a little more careful about Segestica. We'll send up some warband and archer warband from Salona to reunite into Segestica so we can at least have a little strength in this area. Campos Getae has grown. Ooh, finally a minor city. That's going to be so nice here. And at Byzantium, we have a Hall of Heroes, so we can train up some chosen swordsmen to send across the water. We'll get at least 1 unit. Probably won't invest too much there because we need to take care of our economy. But at least 1 unit of chosen swordsmen would be good to get across the water. Apollonia, Hall of Heroes, we're going to leave for now. We don't need to purchase any chosen swordsmen there. We don't want to get a shipwright, right? It's actually worth 130 per turn. This will pay for itself pretty quickly. Our economy is doing well right now. It's worth it. What about a Byzantium, this market? 915 to 984. It'll pay for itself in 15 turns. It's worth it for now. And we can always cancel it if we need the money liquid. Pergamum, we have our shrine to Habilisis. We'll go for level 2. So we can start training units with morale. And at Chersonesos, next turn we'll have Warlord's Hold. I hope it's enough to hold on to the city. We're going to train 1 more unit of peasants just in case. Hopefully this does not rebel. But at least we'll get it up to a large town. Even if it does rebel, we'll take it back and it'll at least be a large town. I don't know. Let's grab Vezina and his newly healed army. It's a little bit ragtag, but we'll grab what we have, send it over to our Onagers. We will combine these Thracians and send them in the Basterni. It's not a great army, but it's okay. We'll train some chosen swordsmen and then peasants in Pergamum for the public order. And actually, we could purchase some mercenary hoplites here. That's definitely worth it. That can replace the chosen swordsman. We don't need chosen swordsmen if we have mercenary hoplites because we're just doing it for the chariots. Speaking of, more chariots are on the way. So let's stand on the road over here. They might attack us here. I would rather fight them out here than closer to Pergamum. And honestly, at Byzantium, let's cancel those Chosen Swordsmen for now. We've used a lot of our money this turn. Soleus and Ion have received their retinue from Skyles. We know about that. Now, Desaneu. We could march immediately south and attack Aristoxenus of Enna. But he has ballistas. I really want him to attack me from the low ground. So if I stand here and he attacks me, I should have my back against this mountain. It hasn't been working lately. It would probably be better to stand over here somewhere. But sometimes you get just lucky and you get put up on the side of the mountain. That's what I really want. I want Aristoxenus of Enna to attack us and have the low ground. Ooh, we can purchase Cretans. We might want to purchase Cretans here soon. Let's do it, actually. We're going to send back 1 unit of Archer Warband to Larissa, and we're going to purchase 1 unit of Cretans here. They're just so worth having when fighting against Macedonian armies. We outrange them so much with those Cretans. Yeah, that's going to be worth having. All right, last thing I want to do this part is free Tarentum from this Roman army. So Skyles the Mighty. Do you want to take these Folksmen? Honestly, yes, I will, but first let me make sure I have range to get here. So I'll merge in these Folksmen. And yeah, that's good. Okay. Attack Captain Herrenius. Why would you give battle without a general? I mean, okay. Decent quality infantry, but basically no archers, no general, a good amount of light cavalry. They have a lot of equites, and with 2 silver chevrons of experience, attack of 11, defense of 17 is pretty good. But Skyles the Mighty with 10 command or 9 command currently. No, I think it is 10 command against the Scipii. I don't fancy your chances here, just based on the amount of cavalry I have. But I don't know. We'll see. And even better, we have the slight high ground over here. Actually, it's pretty extreme high ground, but they might not want to charge this far away from their starting position. We will try it, though. Let's go ahead and drop our front line of infantry. We will guard the flanks like so. And put this smaller unit back here, just in case it's needed. We'll have Skyles right behind the front line for moral support. Put the Cretans here, put the Illyrians here. Have them not skirmish. We will guard the flank even more with Samnites. And then we'll have our shock cavalry all together over here. That's everyone. Let's go ahead and start the battle. We have reinforcements coming, but they won't really get involved in this battle. Let's speed this up a little, see if they're willing to approach us. They look pretty willing to approach us. We don't have a shot yet with the Cretans, but they have surprisingly long range. I'll slow this down when they have a shot. They want to be below me on this mountain. They're going to take a lot of damage from Cretans. Okay, let's group these up, move them a little closer, but stay on the high ground. Oh no. Come on, stay in your formation. Oh, I can't get them to stay in their formation? Why? Ah, okay. Remove them. That should fix it, right? There we go, okay. Get a little closer, but stay in formation. And we might have a shot, any chance? I think not quite. Not quite, get a little closer. Our peasants over here from the reinforcing army are getting charged by this Equites. They're gonna die, but we'll just let them do their thing. Once they get broken and fall off the field, the army might charge towards us. So we're just gonna let them do their thing. Get a valiant charge and see if you win against 2 chevron silver experience Equites. They're kind of scared. They're kind of scared. You got this, peasants. Come on. You're so brave. Yeah, they're definitely going to break here. Honestly, we have the Equites tied up. We may as well move in a little bit. Let's pull up to about there. That's still good high ground. Peasants have broken. I guess the only problem with that is the peasants, once they leave the battlefield, the next unit will just show up. So, that's not great. Okay, next unit's coming. I'm going to take them off fire at will because they are Chosen Archer Warband. They're not allowed to use their arrows. I'll just keep an eye on them. I can't do it till they enter the battlefield. But any shots with our Cretans yet? No. I really thought they'd have better range than this. Get a little closer. I'm actually going to have the Chosen Archer Warband just hide out in this little bit of woods. Hopefully they can hide there. Alright, let's keep the cavalry with the rest of the army. Enemies are marching up. Let's have everyone stop so we can get some missiles in. And I'm going to get ready to use Warcry if I need to. All of these units can use Warcry, so we're going to allow that. Okay, I've successfully disabled Fire at Will for the Chosen Archer Warband. They can go hang out in the woods and hide. Cretans are getting some shots in. Shoot the Equites. That's the biggest threat on the field right now. And that's the General's unit, or the Commander's unit. What's on this flank? Hastati. I'm tempted to just start hitting flanks with my cavalry, but since we have missiles right now, we'll use them first. Let's have these units of infantry all use Warcry and charge down the hill at these Hastati. And then we'll have our cavalry go around the side. Our Chosen Archer Warband are going to get themselves in a bit of trouble, the reinforcements, but they'll be okay. Hastati, are you shaken? Are you going to break? Okay, they've broken. Will this unit break? They're wavering. I'm hesitant to overextend here, but let's just go out on the flank. Let's return our infantry to right in the front line. Let's get our cavalry out on the flank. Because we have some units on the field that are breaking now. So we might have a chance at breaking this wing of Equites. I don't like this very much. No, let's retreat. Just get out of there. Anyone who listened to orders, get out of there. I'm going to tell them one by one so they listen a little better. Usually they do listen better. Run. Get out of there. Oh, actually, well, we have most of the army breaking. Still, I don't want to risk it. I'd rather use my infantry. I don't want to lose a general. So let's send the infantry in and they can kind of charge in. We'll get our infantry, excluding this small unit of Folksmen, a little closer. What are these Chosen Archer Warband doing, by the way? Oh, they had skirmish mode enabled. That's not helpful. Go hide in the woods. Let's check on my infantry. How you guys doing? Pretty good. We will group them so I can use Warcry easier. Cretans are getting some shots in on these. Let's fire at these Hastati. I really don't know what their plan is here. I think they're trying to charge into the cavalry. So let's get the Cretans to fire at someone else so we don't do friendly fire. And then I will have my cavalry charge in over here. Hastati will break immediately. They're outnumbered significantly. Yeah, even Romans, if they don't have good morale, will break. Alright, all these infantry, we're going to go ahead and use Warcry. And then we're going to charge in. We're slightly too far away, so we'll probably not make full use of Warcry. But that's okay. Let's get Skyleys down here for moral support. Let's get the cavalry in on this flank. Attack these Hastati. Enemy general's broken. Is it an actual general? No, it's just Equites, so we don't care about it. Charge in the center over here. You charge in over here. Equites are broken. Charge in on these Principes. Cavalry is broken. The infantry on this flank. And let's go for this side over here. We will just see if we can break the whole army here now. We'll get Skyly's involved. He's got so much heavy cavalry, and he is the only cavalry unit that can separate the general from the rest of the unit using rally troops. So he's pretty useful for chasing down these units that haven't broken yet. Okay, this unit of Hastati is turning to fight. They didn't manage to kill a general before they broke, so that's good. Most of the army will probably make it to the border, but we want to avoid that as much as possible. So everyone chase down a different unit. Skyly's broke this unit over here. Charge on over here next. Just grab anyone you can. Okay, this unit has turned to fight. They're wavering. Broken, perfect. Move on. Chase the next unit. This unit's turning to fight the infantry. That's good. Ignore them. Skyly's. Get in on these Hastati. Rally troops. That unit will break. You guys chase down the war dogs. You chase down the Velites. And Skyly's chase the mercenary Peltas. We have 2 generals and some cavalry that aren't doing anything, but I think they're too far away at this point to get involved. Yeah. Get one more charge in. How many have we killed? 72% of the enemy army is pretty good. Could have done a little better, but it's alright. This unit is taking some casualties here against these Velites. There we go. Broken. Run them down. Battle over. Yeah, these Equites will never catch. Great. Is battle over? What hasn't broken? There's some unit hiding somewhere. There was some unit hiding somewhere over here in the grass. That's funny. Go ahead and end the battle. We killed 1,500 of them and took 400 casualties, so well worth it. And just like that, we have defeated the Roman counterattack against southern Italy. We could just finish off Captain Caius real quick. Let's see if he gives battle. We may need to send some troops back to Tarentum. How's morale here? Yeah, public order is not great. We will send maybe a general down. Do we have a general who's good at management? We don't have a single general that's good at management. Honestly, Skyly's is good at influence, so send him back to Tarentum. He brings the public order up to 105%, which is crazy. And Solius, I mean, you could probably reach Captain Caius with just the cavalry, which is more than enough. Yeah, do it. Run them down. This will not be a long battle. We're just going to charge up the hill at the infantry. Try to rotate them off the high ground so they don't get too much of an advantage from those missiles. Stay out of their range. Just go over here. And go up here. Go up here. There we go. Yeah, this is how you win battles in Rome Total War. If an army is scared of you, they will just back away until they are on the low ground, which means they're way more vulnerable to a bad charge. And they'll take more damage from our charge. Yeah, not going to be good for anyone. Alright, we've surrounded them. This is the unit that is not the general's unit, so it'll break immediately. This unit's firing some missiles in, but we'll charge down the hill. And they should break as well. Wavering. Come on. Break. This is ridiculous. Break. Hopefully we don't lose a general here. Come on, guys. There we go. Continue the battle. Okay, that was the enemy commander. Good. I was a little scared there. Alright, we killed that whole unit. Get some kills on this unit, and battle done. Wonderful. So no real casualties in that battle. Maybe a couple noble cavalry. And there we go. We have defeated most of the Romans in southern Italy. We still have Captain Gnaeus here, who is besieging Croton. And hopefully they don't sack Croton or exterminate it. They might, which would be frustrating, but I'll just go take Capua and then grab Croton. If they do exterminate Croton, it won't be too much of a loss. Sullius got Veteran Warrior, which is a good retinue. +1 personal security and +1 command when commanding infantry is pretty good. Let's merge together these noble cavalry so we have a little more strength there. And I'm going to just pull Captain Decebulus away from Sullius just in case he gets attacked. We want him to make it back to Tarentum, not get caught out. Alright. That's where I'm going to call this part, but we have a lot to look forward to next time. Deceneu will finally take on the last 2 large armies of the Macedonians, knock Athens out, and then Corinth will be a walk in the park, just 1 unit there. Vezina will continue his war against the chariots of Pontus. Skylurus, let's move him a little bit, will continue his march towards the dwindling Germanians. There's not much left of them now, thanks to the Britons. This is going to be an interesting campaign with the Britons doing really well, because the Gauls are going to start doing pretty poorly once we knock out Patavium and Mediolanium, and I'm guessing the British will start taking Gaul as well. Let's make sure they're at war. Oh, they're actually allied with the Britons. That's why they haven't exchanged any territories. That's an interesting development. Probably what's going to happen is the Britons will knock out the Germans and then push south into the Gauls. And we might have a pretty strong Briton force to fight later. So we could end up fighting chariots in Pontus, then chariots in Egypt, then chariots in a really strong late game Britannia, which would be really funny. But next time, we will finally reinforce the region of southern Italy and gain an actual foothold here in the boot of Italy. Hopefully that won't be shaken. Hopefully we can retake the north of Italy. This has been a lot of casualties in this part. We probably lost 4,000 soldiers at least in this part, but I think we've made good progress. We're up to 20 regions controlled, and there's a lot of exciting stuff coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Next week, you have a lot to look forward to. If you're up to date on the Spanish campaign, we are at 49 regions, and our next video will be the end of the long campaign. I cannot believe it. It's been like 29 parts. It's been crazy. It's been fun. We're going to continue with the campaign after the end of the long campaign, but we'll do a little less regular. Probably every 2 to 4 weeks, we'll do a longer video updating that campaign, because I'm starting a brand new campaign in Medieval 2. We're doing a very hard mercenaries only challenge run. It's going to be messy. It's going to be hard. I hope you're excited for it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.